Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim and her pushing this gospel and truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will fall upon 8 houses. So, Brother Quanawath, come back at you, Lord will, with that divine lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. Hey, but as you see here, man, there was just a hurricane. There was just a hurricane, that was, that hit. We're going into, the southern states of America, and it was a very, very bad, or not southern states, right? The East Coast, right? North Carolina, South Carolina, and whatnot, right? And it will ultimately devastated the people over there, man. And you got dead bodies, right, piling up, popping up, man. People are seeing dead bodies being washed up on their lawns, Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai ain't playing, with nobody, man. And this is why, we have to get right, man. Because we're in the time where Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is sending major storm after major storm after major storm. Again, letting you know, hey, that we are in the end, as it says in 1 Peter 4 and 7, right? The end of all things is at hand, right? We're at the end, right? The Lord ain't playing, man. As it says right here, National Hurricane Center tracking hurricanes Milton, Leslie, as Kirk dissipates, man. So you got multiple, large storms that are being tracked right now, man. A brother posted in the chat, I think it was a brother he posted in the chat that Mexico just got hit with a category 3, which I don't know exactly which one that is, right? But I'm hearing more about this one that's called Milton, this new one that's called Milton, right? And how this one damn near is going to be, it went from a category 2 to a category 5, right? In a matter of days, right? It ultimately gained strength, and it's about to hit the U.S., right? They're saying it's coming for Florida, and it should be, in Florida, right, by tomorrow evening, right? It says the National Hurricane Center is tracking 2 hurricanes and 2 tropical waves, right, including a new one off of the coast of Florida in the Atlantic Ocean. Right, it says Hurricane Milton is taking aim at Florida and is a powerful Category 5 storm with 180 mile per hour winds. Landfall is expected between Wednesday evening and Thursday morning, right? Florida Emergency Management Director Kevin Guthrie is preparing for the largest evacuation since 2017's Hurricane Irma as Florida, he said Sunday. So this is about to be another major storm, right? Category 5 is not a fucking small-ass storm, man. That's a big-ass storm, right? That's going to do a lot of damage. Again, just like this new Hurricane Helene, right? If I said the name correctly, right? You were talking about hundreds of thousands, or not hundreds, if not thousands of people are being found dead, right? And again, that's just what's being reported. There was a video brothers had posted that a woman was ultimately stating some about, looking out, right, into the water and seeing, costumes floating, right? But they weren't costumes. There were people wearing those costumes. They were dead, right? So you had a whole bunch of people, again, they were dead, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai ain't playing with nobody, man. There's judgment going out, right? Every morning he bringeth his judgment to light, It says expect potential major impacts, right? It says from Hurricane Milton, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said, including what's now predicted to be 10 to 20 feet of storm surge that could deluge Tampa Bay, among other places, and flooded rivers, right, man? And that's a lot, man. It's going to flood that place. Terrible, right? Which, again, is going to bring mass death, right? 10, 20 feet, that's taller than most houses out here, man. You're going to houses are going to be swept away, cars are going to be swept away, right? I remember there was a storm that happened in Florida, I think it was last year or the year before, right? You had a woman that was in her house, and the house was flooded up to damn near halfway up the stairs. Well, the husband, right? And they were an old couple. The husband was going downstairs, but there was an alligator under the water in their living room, man. You know? It might not have been Texas, man. It might have been, it was one of those southern states, man. You know, and I can't remember the name of that freaking hurricane that came through, a storm that came through, right? The old man got eaten by an alligator in his own home, right? And his wife watched this shit, man. You know? Which just shows you, man. Lord ain't playing, right? It says Hurricane Center forecast that while Milton is a small hurricane now, wind shear could increase its size before landfall. There is uncertainty about Hurricane Milton's intensity and track, right? And that's all I'm going to read on that, right? It ultimately goes into other ones as well, right? It says elsewhere in the Atlantic basin are Kirk, right? Dissipated, meaning, you know, ultimately it's, you know, gets gone away, right? Hurricane Leslie weakened, right? It says an area of disturbed weather east of Florida, a tropical wave expected to move off the coast of Africa over the next few days. So again, just going into, you know, these storms that are hitting, right? Again, more importantly, this main one that's about to hit America again, right, is Milton, right? I have another article pulled up right here on the Newsbreak app. It says, could Milton become a Category 6 hurricane? Is that even possible, right? It says Milton's race from a Category 2 to a Category 5 hurricane, right, in just a few hours has left people wondering if the powerhouse storm could possibly become a Category 6, right? It says a hurricane bound for the Gulf of Mexico grew very strong, very fast Monday, right? Exploding from a 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm Sunday morning to a powerhouse 180-mile-per-hour Category 5 hurricane, an eye-popping increase of 130 miles per hour in 36 hours, right? And we just got it, right? Thunderstorm alert issue, right? Yellow weather alerted thunderstorm. So Lord ain't playing, man, right? It says rapidly developing hurricane that shows no sign of stopping won't technically become a Category 6 because the category doesn't exist at the moment, but it could soon reach the level of a hypothetical Category 6. Experts have discussed and stir up arguments about whether the National Hurricane Center's long-use scale for classifying hurricane wind speeds from Category 1 to 5 might need an overhaul. So the Lord is sending so much judgment and strengthening these storms so much that Esau is going to have to do a recategorizing or adding an extra category, right? Because of the power of these storms, man. This is heavy, man, right? This should be like an eye-opener for the majority of you people, man. Hey, the Lord ain't fucking playing with y'all no more, man. Great judgment is coming out, right? Hey, the Lord said that we would see dead bodies, man. You know, and that's happening more and more, right? You read that in Psalms, the 91st chapter, right? 1,000 at that right hand, 10,000 at that left, right? Roughly paraphrasing, man. And now we're seeing dead bodies on mass scale. What do you think is going to happen if this is bad now? And how much worse is it going to get? You know? It says Milton is already in rarefield air by surpassing 156 mile per hour winds to become a Category 5. But if it reaches wind speeds of 192 miles per hour, it will surpass a threshold that just 5 hurricanes and typhoons have reached since the 1980s. Right? According to Michael Wenner, a climate scientist at the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, and Kim Cosson, a retired federal scientist and science advisor at the nonprofit First Street Foundation, right? They're saying all it's got to do is keep going to, it's at 156, almost 180, right? If not 180, if it reaches 192, right? That means it's going to surpass, majority of these Category 5 hurricanes that have happened over the years, man, you know? And that's all I'm going to read on that. Hey, the Lord ain't fucking playing, man. Hey, Jake got to get right, man. Right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as well as you Israelites that have been scattered into these other nations that look like these other nations, but yet through the spirit and power, or through your lineage of your father, you are Israelites, right? You got to get ready, man. The Lord is sending out great judgment, man. Right? Let's grab this precept I quoted earlier. Let's see. I spelled that right. Right? Every morning he bringeth his judgment to light. Right here, Zephaniah 3 and 5, it says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. And it's happening faster and faster, right? And again, the severity of these storms is getting greater and greater, right? He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame, man. And Yahweh Shem Al Shai ain't playing, with you wicked Israelites, man. Right? The Lord's taking y'all out in droves, right? Droves right now, man. Flooding y'all homes, right? Tearing y'all homes down, right? Y'all losing your jobs with this economy going to shits. Hey, the Lord is sending these judgments, man. You need to get right. Look at these things as the Lord giving you a wake up call, man. Right? If the Lord doesn't have you in them, look at these things as a wake up call. Right? Because that could be you. The Lord can send a fucking hurricane, a tropical storm, right? Anywhere, man. Anywhere in the earth. And again, we're seeing these different events taking place, right? Happening back to back to back. It doesn't just stop here, right? It doesn't just stop at these tropical storms. It doesn't just stop at the uproars and whatnot, right? Everything in scriptures talk about that this is ultimately what? The beginning of sorrows, man. Right? The beginning of sorrows. So it's only going to get worse. Right? Matthew 24th chapter, again, the beginning of sorrows. You still got the time of Jacob's trouble, which is going to outweigh what we're seeing now. It's going to outweigh what we're seeing now. The people that are, we're talking about thousands of people are being found dead. You got to fear the Lord, man. Lord ain't playing with y'all. And I want to grab this. In Psalms 83. And I'll start at verse 13. It says, "O my power, make them like a wheel as the stubble before the wind." And again, these 180 mile per hour winds, man. That'll tear anything down, tearing homes down, tearing warehouses down, right? Bringing it to nothing, bringing it flat, man, flattening the land. There's pictures that came out, which you can look up, right? The damage that Hurricane Helene did, right? To South Carolina, North Carolina. It fucking leveled the place, man. The areas that it hit, it leveled it, man. It says, verse 14, it says, "As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame seeth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm." And this is what Yahweh Shem Al Shai is doing, man. Putting people in very drastic situations, man. People are being in the middle of a damn house, Yahweh Shem Al Shai is tearing that house down, pinning them in that house, and then sending them floods, man, and filling that house up with water, man. So not only is he trapping them in the house, and he's drowning them too, man. And I don't know exactly what's happened, but hey, man, this ain't too far-fetched, right? That's a scenario that very well could happen, and most likely is happening, right? With these damn storms, man. Yahweh Shem Al Shai is fucking pissed off, man. Scriptures say he's angry with the wicked every day. And it's been so long, these people have done wickedness. Now Yahweh Shem Al Shai is saying, nah, enough is enough. Right? He's had his prophets out here, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. They've been out here for decades, man. The warning has been going out for fucking decades. And yet you people think this shit's a joke, man. Y'all think that what's going on and what's happening, all these judgments that are turning up are a joke, right? You hear a lot of people, man, and it was a spirit too, because I was meditating on going into this lesson as I'm coming home from work, right? We had to, get on the bus and it drops us off at our cars. And as I'm sitting there, I'm looking up a lesson, right? I'm really looking up, the storms, and I'm typing in, Hurricane Milton and whatnot. And I got my coworkers behind me, right? I can overhear them. They're talking about this damn storm gonna hit Florida, man. And then one of my, I think it was my foreman, man. He don't really speak too much English, but he was like saying, hey, my family stays in Florida, But yeah, you over here, come on, man. The Lord ain't playing with nobody, man. He ain't got no respect to persons. He don't give a fuck if they're your family. He don't give a fuck if it's you, right? If you out here committing wickedness, doing wickedly, hey, the Lord's gonna get you, man. Right? The Lord is gonna get you, man. He has no respect to persons. This is why we have to get right. Right? We have to repent. Right? Acts 3:19, man. Basic iconic scripture, man. Acts 3:19, repent ye therefore and be converted, man. Right? And the way that you are ultimately converted, right, is by taking heed to this word. You know? So you got to cast off that old man, the ways of the world, and then get into the scriptures, man. And follow the scriptures, right? Don't just, as scriptures say, be not hearers only, right, but doers as well, right? Roughly paraphrased in James, the 1st chapter, right? So you got to apply these scriptures, man. You can't just read them. You got to apply them, right? Well, see, that's the sentiment, right? And that's the mentality that Christianity and Catholicism and all these wayward-ass doctrines that push upon the people, man, that they can read something, right? But they don't got to apply it, right? That, oh, I'm saved, you know, bullshit, man. Bullshit, man. We ain't saved. Right? We ain't saved yet, man. Lord will, we be a part of the elect. Either the elect are going to get saved, man. Matthew's the 24th chapter, verse 29 to 31. The elect are going to be saved. Yahweh Shai is going to tell the angels to go and gather the elect. Those who are taking heed to this word and being converted. Right? Everyone else is going to be asked out, right? As it says right here, it says, so persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. Who is he going to do that, man? we know that all these different things, calamities and so on and so forth, are for the wicked, man. Right? Let's grab that. And we'll come back. In Sirach, chapter 40, what is that? Right here. This is Sirach 40 and verse 8. It says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. So Yahweh Shem Shai is ramping it up, man. Right? Sevenfold more upon all you wicked people, man. Right? It says death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and scourge. These things are created for the wicked, right? It says, and for their sakes came the flood, right? Going back to the time of Noah, right? That flood, that storm that came through, right? Yahweh Shem Shai sent a storm, right, to take out the wicked. And now look, right? You had Hurricane Helene, right? A storm, right, which brought flooding. Right? You got Hurricane Milton, which is going to bring flooding. Right? And it's talking about you got a tropical wave, right, that's going to hit South Africa or somewhere in Africa. You know? Hey, Yahweh Shem Shai ramping shit up, man. Right? Y'all wicked. Y'all want to continue to be wicked, continue to fall after the ways of the world. The Lord gonna take y'all ass out, man. All right, let's go back and we'll finish out that Psalms, man, and we'll close out. Psalms 83, and it says, verse 17, it says, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. That's right, man. Right? It says that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. And y'all gonna know, man. Scriptures say that then shall thou know that there have been a prophet among you. Right? And we're in the time where the Lord, right, is confirming the word of his prophets, as it says in Isaiah 44 and 26. Right? He's confirming the word of his prophets. And the prophets are saying this is what's going to happen, right? And the Lord's saying and making it happen, man. Why? Because they're coming in the spirit of the Lord, right? The spirit of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Right? So really it's Yahweh Shem Shai telling you, warning you, right? He just sent ambassadors to give the message, man, which will be the true prophets of the Lord, man, in this time, you know? You're either going to take heed or you're not, man. But if you don't take heed, you're going to perish, man. And I'll close out with this, man. Acts 3 and 23. It says, and it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. You will perish if you do not take heed to this word, man. And that goes for myself first and foremost, right? But it goes for all those who are listening to this message, man, this truth. You know? So with that, Lord wills edifying, Lord wills straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, double R, said the elder apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.